last thing I'm going to talk about is, because I understand this might be a touchy topic, all right, to some people. They might have some really strong opinions. Well, I'm going to go ahead and address the whole comments, because you can totally leave me comments, that's fine. Just understand there's a very strong likelihood that I'm not going to answer those things. Okay, like I said at the beginning of this video, I own a school, I run the school, and running it means cleaning it, doing the marketing, doing the merchandising, doing the design stuff like that, as well as teaching a crap ton. Okay, I'm a very busy individual, and when I'm not doing or teaching martial arts, I'm doing this thing that's called a life, right? That sometimes includes like doing laundry, so it's like I literally don't have that much time. If I have any time to write a comment or write something to somebody online, it's going to be like a family member. It's going to be somebody who loves me, that is positive, right? Or it's going to be a good friend who cares about me, that is positive, right? There's a trend here, positive, right? Or it could even be a current client, all right, somebody who's actually paying me, and then it's like my duty to respond to them because they're paying me. And right now, honestly, nobody is paying me to have a conversation with somebody that I don't know online. Okay, I gotta prioritize, man. I got rent in 2 places. Okay, I got mine and the schools. So if you're not paying me, probably not gonna happen, right? Also, same thing for leaving comments is true for the makers of this video, or these kind of videos. Your resume really is important. Okay, you have to let me and let everyone know why we should be listening to you, because honestly, if your resume isn't in any way comparable to mine, there's a good chance I'm not even gonna look at it, right? If you're not a school owner, if you haven't been teaching a crap ton, if you haven't even been in martial arts for that very long, or have a black belt or whatever like that, there's a good chance you may not fully understand what you are talking about. And I'm not going to spend time trying to figure that out. Okay? Plain and simple. Now, I will say this, though. If you have multiple black belts and have been teaching several hours, definitely leave me a comment and respond. If not, if you've just taken a class, it's almost like a first grader trying to tell a PhD college professor how to teach his class in quantum physics, based entirely off of what they saw in Avengers Endgame. All right, so not quite there, right? If you've just watched a video of a person changing a tire on a car, you can't then go and tell a doctor how to do a transplant surgery, right? And following that same logic, right? You might be a really good mechanic, but you're not a good surgeon, okay? They both are similar in that they fix things, but one works on cars, the other works on people. And a fuel pump is not a human heart, okay? Big difference there, all right? Now, if you do leave feedback and it's negative, and you explain why it is negative in your viewpoint, or you give a positive alternative, all right, that's perfectly cool. That's valid. I want that, actually. That's you explaining your viewpoint. That's me. That's allowing me to understand you. That's allowing everyone else to understand your particular comment. If you're negative for the sake of being negative, then you're probably not going to get a positive response. All right? So there's a thing in psychology called the mirroring principle, all right, and the mirroring effect. Now, it's normally applied to body language because that gets the more immediate result, right? But I think it applies to all language. It just takes a little bit longer with certain things, okay? So if you're on the internet and you're constantly leaving negative comments, you're probably going to get negativity in return, all right? It's a liking thing. If you want to be liked, like someone else, right? If you want to be have people be nice to you, be nice to them. If you want to have trust and respect, I mean, these are two-way streets, right? It just might take a little bit longer, so you're gonna have to work at it, right? Which isn't a bad thing. You just don't want to be negative for the sake of being negative, because you'll probably get negativity in response, right? And you don't want that. You don't want to live your life surrounded by negativity, because that's no fun, honestly, right? Life is short. You want to be surrounded by what is positive, okay? Even if you have a negative thing, like I said, tell me why it's negative. Give me some feedback. Explain your viewpoint. Give me an alternate way of looking at things, right? Don't be negative for the sake of negative, for being negative. It's just not the best way to live, right? Because, in my opinion, if everybody tried to make life better for the person next to them, then this world would be awesome, okay? And that's kind of what we all want. We want our lives to be better, right? So, what I have found is that in trying to make somebody else's life better, I kind of inadvertently make my life better, right? Making someone else's life better is going to help make your life better. You might just find that, okay? You know, it's just a matter of looking at it in the right context, okay? So, I'm Sifu Mike. Hope you learned something. Hopefully you enjoy this, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye.